Before I start these constructions, just a couple things, and I wanted to record this so everybody could hear it. I'm going to give you steps, like usual, how to do a construction, steps. And I understand that you go home tonight and try out the homework, or you go study for the test on Wednesday, and you totally forget those steps on how to do a certain construction. A reminder, I do have how-to videos, and I just added I'll just open it up that way. I just added parallel lines to that. Okay, so I just added parallel lines to all those videos because that's the one I'm going to show you right now. Also, about the test on Wednesday, if you want to get a jump start on studying for it, I threw on, there it is, the Delta Math on there. Okay, in addition to what's already in your packet. Okay, so there's a Delta Math already on there to practice for Wednesday's test. That's up to you though. I'll talk more about it on Tuesday. All right, we ready to roll, kids? Let's do this. How to construct a parallel line. First thing you need is your straight edge. You need your straight edge because you're going to use your straight edge to draw a transversal through point P and line M at any angle. All right, so take it. Give me a transversal, a good size one too, a good size transversal through point P and line M at any angle. So there's the first step. Draw a transversal. All right, grab your colored pencil I asked you to pick up as you walked in today. Do you see the four angles you have made using the transversal and the parallel line? All right, we are going to highlight one of them. Specifically, I'd like you to highlight the top right one for me. All right, highlight that angle that's formed right there with the transversal and line M. I asked you to highlight it because we are about to copy it. That angle you just highlighted, we are going to copy it. Where are we copying it, you ask? Does everyone see the ray that has been created starting with point P and your transversal? Everyone see a ray starting from P going up there? That's where we're going to do our copying this angle onto. It's not a separate ray, but this ray right here. So grab your compass. Let's get to work. This is copy an angle now. Take your compass, put it on the vertex of the angle you are copying. Make an arc. Make an arc through that angle you are copying. So it intersects in two spots. A reminder, the smaller the arcs, the better. The larger your arcs get, the more intersection points and confusion you'll have. Oh boy, somebody's popular. All right, next up. Can you mark where both of those intersected? Can you mark where both now it got me rattled over there, Cameron. Mark both points of intersection where the arc intersected your angle. No one has played around with the opening yet, right? You still have the same opening as the first arc you made for me. Good. Now go up to the ray now, point P. Go up to the ray, and I want you to make an arc with the same opening that goes through the ray. So I should have two arcs working now. It might be the case, I'm not looking around at everybody's, but it might be the case that you may not have made that arc long enough, but we'll figure it out on the last step. You may need to go back and make it longer, but we'll check that in a minute. So everyone's got one arc. We matched it on top there. All good. All right, final step. Remember you did those 2 points of intersection? Put your compass point on one, pencil point on the other, just to measure that distance. You're just opening up your compass to those 2 points. Now you're going to go back up to your ray, but not point P, where your arc on the ray intersected. All right, notice where my compass point is right now. It is not on point P. It is where your arc intersected the ray. And what you're going to do is make a final arc that intersects the one you made for the ray. That's so if you can't get it to intersect, that's why I said some of you may need to go back and make that original one longer.
Should we put a point?
You can if you want. You can. Not needed, but you can. Because now you're going to take your straight edge, line up point P with that point of intersection, and hopefully you look like you have a parallel line rocking. And I get it. It might not be exactly parallel. I know. I have OCD too. I get it. It's fine. I know compasses are loose. Your hand shakes a little bit. That's fine. And draw that parallel line in. How about we make this official too? What can you throw on here that says they're parallel? Arrows. Yeah, let's make it official. And being in an honors class, let's talk, why the heck does this work? Not because I said so. What do you know about these two angles that you have on your paper right now? What do you know about them, Cameron? Okay, not only are they corresponding, they're also what? Congruent, because we copied them. Put the two together. Congruent, corresponding angles, what do they make? Parallel lines. So that's what you're doing. You're making two congruent corresponding angles, which ensures us that you have two parallel lines. All good. Questions? All right. I love that it's 8 of you here. Not that I don't miss everybody else, but I could come around now and help you out if you need it, because you're going to try this one on your own now. Make a parallel line to M going through P. Oh, Mr. Carlino, how could you do that and rotate it like this? How about you rotate your own paper if you don't like the way it is? So turn your own paper if you want it the way number 1 looked. All right, that's your call, though. Your call. I'll walk around, help you guys out. You guys watching the video at home, try it out yourself. You guys have the advantage of rewinding if you want. Call me over if something doesn't look right. So, no, just if you had a question about the steps. Perfect.
Don't mess this up. Did I put that? Shouldn't that be under this doing?
Correct, because it's got to be parallel to that. So you did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you did here, and then you opened up your compass to those two, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put your compass point here.
No, I put on P.
No, right? Yep. It's got to go where that first arc
Okay.
is. That's it. Yep. I'm looking all right. And again, if it's slightly off, okay, it happens. I get it. It happens. I look at your arc marks, not your final product.
Can we use these on the test?
Yeah, I'll have them there. Yeah, absolutely. Give you guys another minute here. Okay, so we're taking right here, right?
That pencil needs to be shorter as well, so I can make more clear.
Yeah. You can take the pencil out right here.
Mine,
Right.
it's just it's like replacement. So it's thick. And you can take it out.
Oh, here's one. And I didn't mention this. This is not your fault, Joe. When you do this, you want to make sure it intersects on the same side of the
Just like a
transverse.
knife to sharpen.
So you want to go, if I'm measuring
Or
over
I
here,
could.
I want to go over here,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Because you want corresponding angles, which are on the same
Okay,
side
and that-
of the
okay.
Okay, makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, we got it.
Thank you.
That's my fault. I didn't want to mention that. Oh, good. Any questions? Okay. Because you guys are in honors, I did not do the next construction with my AV students. I want to apply the parallel line to a unique construction now. All right, a unique one. Which is, there might be a word up here you're not familiar with, so let's talk about it. I want to make a quadrilateral. Anybody, anything come to mind? Quadrilateral? Four-sided figure. All right, four-sided figure, yes. All right, so I want to make a four-sided figure, but here are the requirements. Two of the sides need to be parallel to each other and have the same length as A and B up here. Okay, so they have to be parallel. So think about if I just did, maybe something that looked like this then. All right, something that looked like that. All right, two of the lines have to be parallel and they have to be the lengths of A and B. So why don't we start here first? Why don't you give me a set of parallel lines? Okay, give me a set of parallel. You know how to do that already. All right, give me a set of parallel lines right now. Okay, don't worry about the some of you are trying to think ahead. Don't think about the quadrilateral or A or B yet. I need at least one pair of parallel sides. So get me some parallel lines to start with here. All right, I'll do the same on mine. Draw your transversal in. And go ahead, get me a set of parallel lines. We'll start there first before I worry about A and B. So this is the third time we're doing it, so good practice. Make sure the intersection is on the same side of the transversal as the angle you're copying. All good? We got a set of parallel lines? Okay, those, look at the directions. Those parallel lines have to be a length of A and B. Okay, they have to have the same length at A and B. So why don't we let's do A first. Let's take our compass, measure the length of A using the compass. You all right over there? Okay. All good? That has to go on one of the parallel lines because that's in the instructions. One of your parallel lines has to be a length of A, the other has to be a length of B. So let's talk about possible spots to put side A. Everyone has two parallel lines, right? It's got to go on there. So why don't we use the transversal to our benefit? Let's put either on the top one or the bottom one. Let's put our compass on where one of the transversals intersected the parallel lines. And let's make a little arc mark right there. And here is side A. There's side A. Hey, we could have also put it down below here too. That would have been fine. Now the other, go ahead, Max, sorry.
Can you make a point there?
You could, if you want. Yeah, you can. All right, now we got to get B on there as well. All right, so measure B using your compass. It's got to go on the other parallel line. All right, got to go on the other parallel line. So go down here now, where the transversal intersected the bottom one, and measure out length B. So the two lines are parallel. One has a length of A, one has a length of B. I satisfied everything. Now the question is, how do I make this into a quadrilateral? You said it was a four-sided figure. Do you see anything we could start connecting here? I already know where two sides are. A and B, right? I already know where two sides of my quadrilateral is. It's got to be here to here. Oops, sorry. Here to here. It's got to be here to here. There's two sides. Anybody? Ryan, how do we finish this off to make two more sides?
Like the arc marks we made with the lengths of A and B, you can like connect those two.
Oh, these here?
Yeah.
Yep, I can go here. There's three sides, and then where's the fourth one going to be? Part of the what?
Transversal.
Part of the transversal. There you go. It's got four sides. It's got two parallel sides, which have a length of A and B. We satisfied everything in the directions. The only way this could look different, maybe this gets flipped and B's up here, A's here. Maybe it's on the other side of the transversal. We could have done this. All right. A couple different ways. How about that honors level construction? Anything? Because the last the last construction we've already done this year. So I'm just going to go through that pretty quickly and review that. Anything on this unique one, honors level? All right, then here you go. Now I want a perpendicular line. Talk to me about perpendicular again. What do they do? Form right angles. Yeah, so I need a line that goes through P that's going to form a right angle with M. We have done these already. All I'm going to write down on the board is frown or smile. That's how you remember the perpendicular line ones. Frown or smile. So put your compass point on P. Play around with the compass opening so you can intersect M in two places. You want to make sure you can intersect M in two spots, so play around with your compass opening. Mark those 2 points of intersection when you have them. If at any time you're doing this construction and you can only make it intersect the line once, extend the line. Lines go on forever. Okay, so if you can only make it intersect once, always extend. From here, I always like to open up my compass a little wider, so my point of intersection doesn't land right on P and I have nowhere to line it up with. So after you make your smile here, open up your compass a little wider, and now you're going to make 2 more arcs. One coming from each of the points of intersection. This can be done above line M or below line M. It does not matter. All right, it can be done above or below, but coming from each point of intersection, make 2 more arc marks that intersect each other. Smaller the better, remember, smaller the better.
It doesn't matter what size this one is, right?
No,
Okay.
just as long as it's the same for the last 2. And there it is. Anybody want to make it official? Because it is a little naked. Max?
A box.
Yeah, right. Perpendicular lines form. Right angles. Good work, guys. One more. And I'm not even going to teach this to you. All right, same thing. Now the point's on the line. Big deal. You choose now, frown or smile. That's it. That's all I got to show you. You choose. Okay, you choose frown or smile. Just make sure you open up your compass a little wider for the last 2 arcs. Do your thing. Because if you don't open it up a little wider, it probably will intersect right at P, which you don't want. What's up, side?
Can I just do these sides instead of doing the full circle?
I just need, what did we say, 2 points of intersection. That's all I'm looking for. Yep. The smaller the better, right? Okay. And that is all I have for you guys. Play your cards right. Get out of here with no homework for the 3-day weekend. Unless you want to start studying for the test.